Hello friends, welcome back once again in the video lecture series of operating system. Its subject code is 1618305. Today I am going to teach you unit number 2. Its name is process, and in this I will going to take the topic operating system services for process management part first. So this is my name and my designation. So let's start with the video. So before starting the video, let me tell you about the topic which I am going to cover in this video. First, I will define what is a process, then what do you mean by process management, then I will teach you about different attributes of the process, then process architecture, what do you mean by process architecture and what is the process architecture, then very important thing, that is process control block. Process control block is also known as PCB, right, which give the status of a process while in main memory. So next one is the different states of a process, right, and after that I will also give a brief discussion on different process state model, right, and after the completion of all the above topic I will try to summarize the video with having one slide to accumulate all the points, and I will certainly give you some good references to which you can easily visit to excel your knowledge. So let's start with the first point. What is a process? So process is the execution of program that performs the action specified in that program. See, at the starting only I want to tell you program is a passive entity and process is an active entity. Program resides in a hard disk, while when this program wants to execute itself, it has to be bring into the main memory, and that program, a copy of that program copies into the main memory, and it is known as a process, which is an active entity. It can be defined as an execution unit where a program runs. That means, what is a process? Process is an execution unit. Program is not an execution unit because CPU cannot directly interact with hard disk. That is why the program must be copied into the main memory, and it is known as a process. The operating system helps you to create, schedule and terminates the process which is used by the CPU. So what is a process? Whenever a program has to be executed, first of all that program must be created. That is, a process must be created, right? And it should be scheduled. What do you mean by schedule? That at what time the CPU will take the process for actual execution, and after execution that process must be terminated properly. So all these things are cared by your CPU. A process is created by a main process is known as child process. जो मेन प्रोसेस होता है उसको हम लोग पेरेंट प्रोसेस कहते हैं या मेन प्रोसेस कहते हैं, और उसके बाद जो उसका जो सब प्रोसेस होता है उसको हम लोग चाइल्ड प्रोसेस भी कहते हैं. Process operation can be easily controlled with the help of PCB. See, PCB is having all the status of a process. So every process is controlled by its PCB because it is having all the status, all the information about PCB, about a process. It is a brain of the process, what? PCB, which contains all the crucial information related to the process, like processing, like process ID, process state, CPU register, etc. So when I will go to teach you about PCB separately, then I will include all these things, that what is the important factors that is being included in the status of the process. Here you can well imagine about that these are the important ingredients, one of the important ingredients that a PCB contains as an information of a process. So what do you mean by process management? The program goes nothing unless the instruction is executed by CPU. See, until unless कि हमारा अगर प्रोसेस अगर एग्जीक्यूट नहीं होगा तो प्रोग्राम से हम लोग कुछ भी नहीं कर पाएंगे. इट इज हैविंग नो सेंस टू कीपिंग ए प्रोग्राम. A program in execution is called as process. As I have already told you, a program is a passive entity, and if it has to be executed, it has to be bring into the main memory. In order to accomplish the task, the process needs the computer resources. किसी भी प्रोसेस को अपना एग्जीक्यूशन कंप्लीट करने के लिए कंप्यूटर हार्डवेयर के बहुत सारे रिसोर्सेज की जरूरत पड़ती है, जैसे सीपीयू और आईओ डिवाइसेस. तो किसी भी प्रोसेस को कंप्लीट करने के लिए इन सब रिसोर्सेज की जरूरत पड़ती ही पड़ती है. There may be exist more than one process in the system which may require same resource at the same time. Very often it also happens that more than one process is demanding for the same resource at a time, but it should be executed in some scheduled fashion, right? Otherwise, the conflict may occur. The operating system has to manage all these processes and resources in the convenient and efficient way. Process तो किसी भी resource को request करेगा, right? लेकिन ये काम आपके operating system का है कि हमें किस process को कौन सा resource देना है और कितने समय के लिए देना है. Some process may need to be executed by process at one time and maintain the consistency. अमूमन ये देखा जाता है कि जो भी प्रोसेस का एग्जीक्यूशन है उसके लिए जो रिसोर्स लगा है तो वो रिसोर्स उस प्रोसेस के लिए एक समय में उसी रिसोर्स को उसी प्रोसेस को एलोकेट होगा. उसका काम खत्म होने के बाद ही वो रिसोर्स किसी दूसरे प्रोसेस को अलॉट होगा. Right? Otherwise, the system can become inconsistent and may goes to deadlock. Deadlock means the starvation. When a process is suffering from starvation, it is known as deadlock. I will take deadlock in separate video. Okay, some more points about process management is it is also responsible for following activities in connection with the process management. What are the important connectivity? Let's see one by one. So, scheduling the process and threads on the CPU, that is the main task of your process management. Second is creating and deleting of the user process and system process. It is also a part of process management, right? Means after when a process is to be executed, the process must be created, and after the completion it must be deleted. It is applicable for both users point of view and system point of view. Suspending and resuming is an natural activity under the execution. किसी प्रोसेस को सस्पेंड कर देना, फिर नए प्रोसेस को लेना, नए प्रोसेस को एग्जीक्यूट करने के बाद दूसरे प्रोसेस को फिर से लेना जहां कि उसको छोड़ा गया था. These are the very important activities of your process management. Providing mechanism for process synchronization. Process synchronization means suppose a process is associated with the resource, then at that time no other process should acquire that resource. That is known as your process synchronization. It also gives the mechanism of process communication. Process का communication एक जगह से दूसरी जगह का होना बहुत बेहतर ढंग से होना चाहिए. This is also an important factor which should be take care from process management. So now let's talk about attributes of a process. Right? What are the important attributes of a process is basically these attributes are also stored in PCB, right? PCB is known as process control block, right? First of all, let me introduce about different attributes, then I will teach you process control block separately. So what is a process ID? Process ID is the unique identification number which is given to the process. The CPU will execute the process on that process ID basis only, right? On the basis of process ID only, the CPU takes the process and executes it. That means every process should have its own distinct or unique identification number. What is program counter? Program counter is the second important attribute of a process which contains the address of the next instruction to be executed. A process is linked with another process through this program counter only, right? Then only the CPU knows that after execution of this process दूसरे किस प्रोसेस को हमें एग्जीक्यूट करना है. तो नेक्स्ट वन इज योर प्रोसेस स्टेट. Process state, here I will going to take four types of process state. Otherwise, in depth I will tell you there are so many types. That is, as a whole there are 7 types of process state. But उनमें से जो important है वो है न्यू. न्यू का मतलब क्या होता है कि जब पहली बार जब प्रोसेस हमारा मेमोरी में आता है तो उसको हम लोग कहते हैं न्यू स्टेट, न्यू या न्यू स्टेट, राइट. उसके बाद प्रोसेस किस तरीके से एग्जीक्यूट होगा ये कौन डिसाइड करता है? ये आपका रेडी क्यू डिसाइड करता है. यानी प्रोसेस किस फैशन में उसका एग्जीक्यूशन होगा, पहले किस प्रोसेस का होगा, उसके बाद किस प्रोसेस का होगा. ऑल दीज एक्टिविटी इज बीइंग टेकन बाय रेडी. रनिंग मीन्स एक्चुअल एग्जीक्यूशन इज हैपनिंग. तो एक्चुअल एग्जीक्यूशन इज नोन एज रनिंग, जहां कि हमारा सीपीयू बैठा रहता है. एंड व्हाट इज द वेटिंग? वेटिंग इज वन मोर स्टेट ऑफ द process where it goes to perform its all IO operations, right? Okay, fine. What is the priority? Priority का मतलब ये होता है कि सपोज एक प्रोसेस किसी सीपीयू से एग्जीक्यूट हो रहा है और उस समय कोई और प्रोसेस मेमोरी में आया जिसकी प्रायोरिटी हाई है, तो उस समय सीपीयू क्या करेगा? उस प्रोसेस को वहीं छोड़ देगा, करंट प्रोसेस को वहीं एग्जीक्यूट करना छोड़ देगा, और जो नया जो प्रोसेस आया है मेन मेमोरी में, सीपीयू उसको एग्जीक्यूट करेगा, उसको फिनिश करेगा. फिनिश करने के बाद ही जिस प्रोसेस को उसने पहले छोड़ा था उसको वहीं से शुरू करेगा जहां से उसने छोड़ा था. सो दैट ऑल कम्स अंडर योर प्रायोरिटी. ओके, फाइन. सो some more important attributes are general purpose register. General purpose register is a component of CPU which contains the data which has to be executed, right? Okay, fine. List of open files. What are the files? Sometimes for process execution we need some files to be open, right? So OS maintains all these list of open files for proper execution of a process, right? Okay, fine. Out of this, for a execution of a process does need some devices also. So operating system also maintains the list of open device, which is very much essential for the process execution. So with this diagram, the attributes of process will be more clear. That is, this is your process ID, this is the program counter, this is your process state, priority that I have already discussed, this is the general purpose register, list of open files and list of open devices. About process architecture. What is an architecture of a process? So process architecture image here that I will just show you here in the right hand side. First of all, let me explain you the important attributes of a process architecture. So first one is your stack. What is a stack? Stack stores the temporary data like function parameter, return addresses and local variable. So stack is generally used in CPU, which is used for arithmetic and logical operations, right? Which temporarily stores the data for execution. What is heap? Heap is a dynamic memory allocation which generally used at execution time, right? Execution time, not at a compilation time. Okay, what is data? Data which is to be executed, it is being stored in terms of some variable, that is x equals to 10, x equals to 100, like that. What is text section? Text section includes the current activity which is represented by the value of the program counter. So what is the text section? Text section means कि आपका present में current activity आपका क्या है, that will be stored in your text section, and it is governed by your program counter, right? So here process architecture is being explained through this neat diagram. Here there is a stack for ALU operation, this is a heap for dynamic allocation, this is your data on which we have to perform some activity, and the text section is having the current activity which is to be executed. Okay, now let's talk about process control block, which is very important. Say every process is having its own process control block. When a process is created in the memory, automatically PCB will be created, right? And after the termination of each process, right, the PCB of that process will automatically destroy, right? So these are having some states, some important factors, in which the first is your process state. Process state, as I have already told you कि प्रोसेस किस स्टेट में है ये कौन बताएगा, ये उसका पीसीबी बताएगा. यानी सीपीयू कभी भी किसी प्रोसेस को अगर एग्जीक्यूट करता है, उसको कहां से लेना है, ये उसके प्रोसेस कंट्रोल ब्लॉक से पूछेगा कि उसका स्टेट क्या है, क्या वो न्यू में था, क्या वो रेडी में था, क्या वो रनिंग में था, या क्या वो वेटिंग में था. हम कहते हैं रिज्यूमिंग कैपेबिलिटी होता है ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम में, वो यही चीज होती है, राइट, दैट सीपीयू पिक्स द प्रोसेस from that point where it has been it has been left out, right? So उसका जो स्टेट होता है, करंट स्टेट, वो आपके पीसीबी में आकर के स्टोर हो जाता है. नेक्स्ट वन इज योर प्रोग्राम काउंटर. एक प्रोसेस दूसरे प्रोसेस के साथ हमेशा से जुड़ा रहता है, एंड इट इज बीइंग डन थ्रू द प्रोग्राम काउंटर. प्रोग्राम काउंटर इज द रजिस्टर which normally stores the next address to be instruction, next address of the instruction to be which is to be executed. Okay, what is CPU register? CPU register is having some basic features like accumulator in which the results store, indexing, it is also used for indexing, general purpose register where the normal data is being stored, and all other information of the conditional code. So CPU scheduling information. What do you mean by CPU scheduling information? CPU scheduling information is the information which tells the CPU that in what fashion the process will be executed, right? Whether it will be on priority based or which type of scheduling we are using. Accounting and business information. What do you mean by accounting and business information? It deals with how much time has been associated, how much time should be associated with the CPU, how much time should be associated with the IO for execution of a process. So PCB takes all the accountability of such type of time taken information. Memory management information. See, memory management information which is also include the base register, limit register, page and segment table, right? What is the memory management information? I will teach you in a separate lecture when I will teach you memory management. Here I can tell you one thing, that only those segment of the program will come into the main memory which will be currently executed, that is known as swap in, and all those programs which is currently not used for execution will be will be pulled back from the main memory to the hard disk, and it is known as your swap out. So the process of swap in and swap out is one of the important ingredient of your memory management. IO status information, that means in IO status information, PCB takes care of that what is the list of files and what is the list of IO devices, right? Okay, some more explanation is given through this diagram. This is your process state, identification number is होता है, program counter, that means current execution के बाद next क्या execute करेगा, उसके बाद आपका CPU register, right? CPU scheduling information जो कि अभी मैंने आप लोगों को बताया, accounting and business information that he gives the record of timing, memory management information, that is swap in, swap out technique, in which we are also dealing with base register, limit register, page tables and segment tables, and what is the status of IO, right? So next discuss about process states, right? So basically there are 7 processes, important processes. First is your new. So what is new? Whenever the process is to be executed, it should be placed in the RAM or main memory. So that is known as new. This state is known as new, where the new process is created. और यहीं पे हमारा PCB का यहीं पे आपका creation भी होता है, right? Next one is your ready. Ready is a queue which decides in what fashion the process should be executed. Otherwise, it should not happen that there is a fight between process, that who will first execute and who will later execute, right? Okay, fine. After that, waiting time. Waiting time is the time which is the time required for a process to wait for a CPU. That how long a process should wait for allocation of the CPU. That is known as your waiting time. Execution time. Execution time is the exact running time, or it is also known as CPU burst time. That means कितना time CPU लेगा उसको execute करने को, process को execute करने में. Execution time या executing में हमारा IO time include नहीं होगा. Okay, blocked. What do you mean by blocked? Blocked means after the execution of a process through CPU, if a process has to do some IO task, it will go to the block state to perform some IO task. Okay, what is suspended? Suspended is the state where after the completion of the process, process wants the ready queue, right? But at that time, ready queue is not available for the process, so it may go to the suspended. Suspended state वो होता है कि जबकि कोई प्रोसेस अपना IO वाला टास्क पूरा करके जाना चाहता है कहाँ पे, CPU के पास या रेडी क्यू के पास, लेकिन CPU और रेडी क्यू ऑलरेडी पहले से एंगेज होते हैं, तो उस समय वो प्रोसेस आपका ब्लॉक स्टेट में भी ना रह करके वो कहाँ चला जाएगा, सस्पेंडेड में चला जाएगा. और लास्ट इज योर टर्मिनेटेड. प्रोसेस एक बार अपना काम अगर खत्म कर लेगा तो इट मस्ट बी टर्मिनेटेड. एंड टर्मिनेटेड मीन्स व्हाट, कि इट मस्ट रिलीज द मेमोरी, main memory, along with its process control block. So at the end, a process should release all the resources after the completion of its execution. So this is a process state model. Just I have taken here 5 state model, but I will explain you in the later session in detail 6 and 7. So what is new? न्यू ये आपको जो दिख रहा है यहाँ पे आपका प्रोसेस क्रिएट होता है, और प्रोसेस के क्रिएट होने के बाद यही आपका पीसीबी आपका बनता है इसी जगह पे, राइट? और उसके बाद क्या होता है कि यहाँ पे कुछ प्रोसेस आकर के जिनका एग्जीक्यूशन होना है वो यहाँ पे आके सबमिट होते हैं और उनके सारे के सारे पीसीबी यही बनता है. इसके बाद वो किस फैशन में एग्जीक्यूट होंगे वो हम लोग रेडी क्यू में उसको एक एक करके हम लोग यहाँ पे स्टोर करते हैं, ताकि आपस में लड़ाइयां ना हो कि कौन पहले एग्जीक्यूट होगा या कौन बाद में एग्जीक्यूट होगा. इसके बाद क्या होता है कि एक्चुअल जो प्रोसेस होता है रनिंग का, एक्चुअल एग्जीक्यूशन यहाँ होता है रनिंग, यहाँ पे सीपीयू बैठा हुआ रहता है, तो सीपीयू विल टेक वन बाय वन एंड इट विल एग्जीक्यूट फॉर सर्टेन स्पैन ऑफ टाइम. कुछ समय उसको एग्जीक्यूट करने के बाद वो अगर प्रोसेस को अगर आईओ की जरूरत नहीं है तो वो सीधा टर्मिनेट होकर के बाहर निकल जाएगा, और अगर उसको अगर आईओ की जरूरत है तो वो यहाँ पे आकर के ब्लॉक स्टेट में वो आ जाएगा, राइट? और ब्लॉक स्टेट में आने के बाद फिर से वो इट डिपेंड्स अपॉन द प्रायोरिटी ऑफ द प्रोसेस कि उसको वो रनिंग में जाना है, दोबारा सीपीयू के पास जाना है, या वो फिर उसको रेडी में जाना है. इन सब चीजों के बारे में हम लोग विस्तार से वी विल डिस्कस इट इन द नेक्स्ट वीडियो, राइट? So let's take the summary that we have covered so far. So process execution is a program which performs the action specified in that program. जो भी instructions दिए हुए हैं प्रोग्राम के वो सारे के सारे वो इंस्ट्रक्शंस आपके अगर एग्जीक्यूट करना है तो उनका प्रोसेस में चेंज होना जरूरी है. It can be defined as the execution unit where a program runs. Where a program runs means program is a passive entity, and whenever it has to be executed, it must have to be bring into the main memory, and it is known as a process. OS किसी भी प्रोसेस के एग्जीक्यूशन में तीन काम करता है, as I have already told you. First is it creates the process, it schedules the process, it executes the process, and finally it terminates the process, right? And which is used by the CPU. Okay. A program is worthless if the instruction is not executed by the CPU. अगर किसी भी प्रोग्राम का अगर इंस्ट्रक्शन अगर CPU से अगर एग्जीक्यूट नहीं हो रहा है तो उस प्रोग्राम का कोई मतलब नहीं है. The program in execution, whatever the program is execution is known as a process. I have already told you. Okay, in order to accomplish a task, process needs so many resources like CPU and other IO devices. A process state is a condition of process at specific instance of time. That means process स्टेट उस प्रोसेस के बारे में बताता है कि बेसिकली वो अभी तक कितना एग्जीक्यूट हो चुका है और आगे कितना एग्जीक्यूट होना बाकी है, राइट? इट डिफाइंस इट्स करंट पोजीशन ऑफ अ प्रोसेस. सो आफ्टर कंप्लीशन ऑफ एवरी टास्क ऑफ ए प्रोसेस मस्ट रिलीज ऑल द रिसोर्सेस इंक्लूडिंग द मेन मेमोरी, राइट? So these are the references, some books references I have given it to you, and if you go for some online study you may refer this one, and after this one if you want to go some good videos, so it is already available on your YouTube, right? Okay, so thank you so much for watching this video. Have a nice day.